magic, magic, magic. I'm gonna ask my dad or my mom if they have old ice pack. This cheese is not good at going in and out of the freezer. You're gonna put yourself here, but especially you two, they have a chair out there, and they're putting a computer. It's raining. And rain on your computer, dude. So yeah, so I feel bad about that. I feel bad about that we don't have. Then you asked me a question, I just answered. I could have done much, but I could have said, this guy is stealing. I told my agency rep, the one that's in charge of the contract, say, hey, dude, people are stealing. Just make sure that it doesn't happen too much because we're gonna be losing the contract. Now, if we lose a contract, I still have a job with Dollarama, which is basically emptying trucks. I'm getting paid by truck. But the problem is, since I'm the newest guy, I get called last. So during the summer, there's a lot of job, but during the winter, I'm fucked. So this also isn't long term, right? But then, today was a good day. So I was able to relax. I'm able to turn off my brain, not think about content, which is refreshing. I always had like, there's this hyper-focus thing with ADHD, of course, but it's more so than that. But this hyper-focus thing where you're basically focusing on something so much that you don't see anything else than that. So then when I'm forced to work, forced is a big word, of course, but you're seeing outside of that hyper-focus. So instead of seeing, I don't know if you guys know, like the horses, they have something for their eyes, so they don't look away and don't get scared. So just focus on the road, and then the driver of the horse will make sure that there's nothing on the road to scare him. And that's a kind of a teamwork, right? Yeah. So with that, when you're making too much content, you kind of see that. And then you're the own rider, so you make sure that the road is nothing but the road lasts forever. The horse in itself, and this is kind of crazy because I compare myself to a horse. However, we are watching Squid Game, so this kind of makes sense. Yeah, I filmed this because it's beautiful out there. And I'll show you because we're charging the phone. Doing well, 5% and some rest. Not good at all. I'll be able to do like 9 till 9 o'clock. Besides, it's not that bad because tonight's not gonna be a sun set. And as long as I do my videos, I'm good. So, with the work, it was really nice. It's a nice little break. And again, it's stupid to say that, but it's a nice forced break. Imagine you're a workaholic, you don't want to take a break, but people say, hey, we're locking the door, you gotta go. With this, I want to do content the whole day, right? I came back and I saw Bandai Namco live, and my first thought was to react to it. That shit was 3 hours. It wasn't planned, you know? Yeah, so it's a healthy thing. It's like an addict. Okay, let's be like that. It's like an addict. Think about the cigarettes, right? And you put it on a patch, right? And for 3 to 4 hours, he doesn't have to worry about smoking cigarettes. When his patch is done, he needs cigarettes. And that's a problem. But as long as the patch is there, you're good. And if you're broke, well, you'll have 1 patch per day. And if you have 1 patch per day, well, that's your budget, right? Money also is nice, but at the same time, you shouldn't do something for money. You shouldn't do something for gain. Besides game, fuck, we got destroyed yesterday. I'm telling you, we went out on the fireworks. I couldn't even film the fireworks because I was getting bitten too much. What am I supposed to do there? Just stand there and get bitten? No. Everything that you do is for something though. You have the person in your life that you really like. And you're being nice to them, and you're being friendly to them, and you're being extra careful with them, and giving them extra attention. Right? And the reason for that is because you're open for a relationship, right? You go to work because there's a salary there. I don't know. Literally on the chair. On the chair. I dropped the phone. Yes, I know. The shirt is too small for me. But if I could put it here, you don't even notice. Why do you do that? Why are you doing that? Now. I'm doing another video about it. We'll do another video about it. Yeah, it's just nice. It's just really nice to have a job, at least. There's a reward in there. There's more. See, this is also a weird thing. People will judge you. Oh, you don't work? You don't work? Yeah, I work. I work a lot, actually. You just don't think it's work. You know? And then when you say, oh, people will ask you, do you work? Yes. Won't even ask you where you work. Like, do you work? When is the last time somebody asked you, hey, how many hours do you work per week? I get asked because of my parents, but from a stranger, no. Even my mom. My mom was always a lot simpler, a lot more hopeful about life. I was like, Mom, I don't have a shift this week. And she's like, well, at least you work. I'm like, well, that's the thing, I don't work. You know? It's a bit tougher. It's a bit tougher. It's really tough. Then this job just didn't offer me the stability that I was looking for. However, it offered me some stability in a sense of, it doesn't matter how much I don't work, I have to go there. I have to show up. I have to do the bus ride, you know? So this is structure. It's not a structure in a sense of this is in four walls. It's not a structure in a sense of I have a job every single day. It's not a structure in the sense of I have co-workers every single day. It's not a structure in the sense of I got a routine to follow. But when I do work, it's the same thing. It's always gonna be boxes. The product might be different, but the job is the same. It's inventory, which is kind of cool. I like it. And by the way, being freezing today, I didn't itch. So that was really nice. Really nice. It helped me keep awake also. It's just a way to trust your brain. We're doing kind of the same mistake that we were doing at the work though. Because, how can I say this? We're doing the same thing we're doing in the work because we focus on content when I'm not supposed to focus on content. But at the same time, if I'm being honest with myself, for example, I was talking about addiction. It's the cool way. Think about somebody with an addiction to cigarettes. You know, even if they're not smoking, they're thinking about cigarettes. That's part of the addiction. You know? Anyway, that's pretty much it. So today was a good day at work. Work is being slowly getting adapted to it. And when I say slowly, I'm already adapted to it. It's been 3 weeks that we're working. It's just physically we're adapting. Mentally, we adapt. I'm working today. Awesome. I'm gonna come into work. It's just the whole thing, the whole long-term thing, the whole part of the workforce, but not being part of the workforce. If you're part of the workforce, you're part of the workforce 24 hours a day. Well, not 24 hours a day, but you know what I mean. Well, technically, it's so crazy because the workforce is that. So you go to work 8 hours, if you're lucky. Then you come back, right? And you're like, oh, well, I got to prepare for tomorrow's work, right? And then, when you go to sleep, your sleep schedule is dictated by the time you start. And if I start later, I can sleep later. If I start earlier, I sleep earlier. It's all part of the bigger scheme. It's all part of the bigger thing. It's all part of understanding that this is part of this is a dictation. You're dictated by time, you're dictated by, I'm gonna say something that's very, very bad, but still. You're dictated by time, you're dictated by habits. When you think about people with religion, this is kind of like a spiritual guidance, almost a way of life. Religion will tell you to do something. Religion will tell you how to act some way. Religion will tell you to forgive. Religion will tell you that this day you cannot eat. And it's a structure, you know. Your life is structured by teachings. You're teaching from work also. It's a way of life, you know. And it's kind of crazy because you see a lot of people that are retired, don't have the same mentality of if I'm working. And they're not sure what to do. Like, oh my god, I was working for 30 years. I'm not working. What am I supposed to do? Right? My mom, she tried retirement. She lasted a month. She lasted a month. She, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. That's pretty much it. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. Really want to have a wonderful day on this second July 2025 update with my neighbors. So this is more personal. This is part of life. I'm gonna show you something and you tell me how you feel about it. Well, first of all, this is beautiful. First of all, this is beautiful. Literally pulling. Literally. Yeah. Yeah, the apartment's a mess. I know. Do I give a shit? No. Because I live there. Am I gonna be off? I'll clean it. But now we're working, so a bit of a priority, right? So obviously the neighbors. I told you guys saw about a month ago. We're also charging the phone because I didn't charge properly. Are you charging or not? Shit, that's not good. So this is a complete update. This is more of a personal life though. So this is more like, hey, day-to-day basic. Again, a lot of people do that. A lot of people will let you in your life, will let you be part of the thing that is theirs, their family, shit like that, you know. We're charging. As long as you're charging, we're good. I got an hour left to do. And but for some reason, it is not fun.